What's up, everybody? Bigfoot videos here. I think, yep, I got my mic on. We're good to go. So I'm going to change out this blade on this 10-inch compound miter saw. Make sure your plug is unplugged so you don't electrocute yourself or cut off your finger. Oh, don't lean on my table, ma'am. You're going to shake my camera. I'm just joking. You're on video over here, too. So y'all watch my cameras, okay? So my Papaw gave me this miter saw several years ago, and I had a good blade on it, but I actually I chipped a tooth on it, and all the blades are pretty dull. You see it? No. There it is, right there. Boom.
Where? How?
It's half of the tooth is gone. But these are they're dull.
Totally a big deal.
The suckers are dull. But I think I'm gonna put. That's a 60 tooth. This one's pretty sharp. This one
Newer.
Well, they're all used. That one's real sharp. I'm gonna put this one on a different miter saw. So this is a 60 tooth.
Where's your camera? It's not even facing you.
It's over here. I got my mic on. So I'm gonna put one of these blades on there. I don't really know the difference. One's a carbide tooth saw, and this one is a finishing carbide, so they're probably the same. But the blades are different. The teeth, like the gaps in between, the depth of the. I don't know if this one's designed to spit out sawdust better than the other, but I'm gonna put the one that I think is sharpest. This one's for, it says miter and crosscut, and it's for fine splinter-free miter cuts and cross cuts. But these blades seem to be pretty sharp. I don't know how old this blade is, but it's got a typically you see like this one here is what I normally see, where it's got straight, the teeth goes straight from the point down to the base.
Yeah.
This is boring. Y'all go do fun stuff. And this one actually has a little bit of a curve from the blade tip, and it curves down into the base. So it's a Black & Decker Piranha carbide tooth saw blade, 10-inch. So I'm just gonna. It feels pretty dang sharp when I rub my finger. It's got a lot of catch on it. So, maybe it sucks. That's why my Papaw took it off and changed the blades out. This one's pretty sharp too. But I'm just going to be cutting some 2x4s. So we'll see. It looks like this one. Looks like this one basically has no. I don't know if you can see that or not. But if you look at the blade, it looks like the blade edges are all parallel with each other. There's no angle. There's no alternating angle on them, which is fine. Probably why this one's more for fine cuts. This one says it's good for all hard and soft woods, plywoods, excellent for ripping and cross cutting. But it's blade tips. If you look right at it. Maybe I can angle it just a little bit. But the angles are like one goes down and the next one goes this way, so forth and so on. What's up, sissy? What you gonna do? Oh, but no, don't do that. Put that back. Don't step on that fence. It's flimsy. It's wire. Don't step on it at all. Don't touch it. It won't stay in place with that. If you touch it at all, it's gonna. Y'all don't climb on my fence, okay? Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna do this blade here. Oldham brand, FK maybe. It feels pretty daggum sharp. So it's gonna go in like that, and then I'll put this one on another time if I'm gonna do some like maybe some more finishing type fine cuts. Ultra sharp or smoother, faster, 50 times longer. Cuts all. It says that it cuts all types of wood. Now I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this one on this one. I got this other saw. I'll put this other blade on. Did it change it out anyway? Okay. So said I've never done this before, but it looks like I can. Um, looks like this whole thing comes off with like a socket and a um, socket and then a Phillips. And I think this rig is a part of this assembly. So this guard will come off when I take these two bolts out. Looks like I could probably actually leave it on there. Swing this out of the way, potentially. Take this part loose, swing this up. Let me loosen that bolt off, swing that out of the way, get to this, get a wrench on that or a socket on this bolt for the blade, and then it probably just comes off. So you'll be able to watch that on the time lapse video. I'll link to this video or vice versa or both. So here you go. So I imagine these are all pretty much the same. But this is like a 25 or 30-year-old Harbor Freight miter saw. Actually, they do not make them like this anymore. I used to have our Harbor Freight one, but not this old. And I actually burnt that thing up. I used it building a deck, and it just couldn't. I mean, I've cut with this 10 times more in one sitting and over time, and yeah, it's just um, they don't make them like this anymore. The higher dollar ones probably last as long as something like this, but even then, it's kind of like, does it? Eventually, I'll probably buy a higher dollar miter saw, but not right now. All right, so basically that came right off. There's a little little keeper that you have to kind of bend the plastic to get it out of the way of the actual housing here. And it looks like it might be the same socket. Yeah, for the um, blade to loosen the blade off. I don't know if there's a keyhole. There's not. I might need to put my gloves on. Try to break this baby loose. And I don't know if it's left-handed or right-handed threads. But we are about to find out very carefully. So prop that like that. There we go. getting tighter. So it is left-handed threads. So I actually could put a screwdriver in here on that on the teeth on this underside here, and it kind of put it in a tooth, and it'll catch on this housing here where my finger's at, and that would allow me to just be able to torque down on my wrench, no problem. But it's just easy enough. You know, you can grab welding gloves because they're just more durable. You don't have to worry as much about cutting your hand. The washer comes off last for the blade. And then this is actually not a standard washer. It's got the keyhole shape in it for the kind of a housing that's built onto. There's actually another one of those on the inside, but I'm going to put that back. And that keeps it centered up. So full blade. I don't know if I'll try to sharpen this, or even though it's got a chipped tooth on it. I mean, I guess I could repair that tip, but it'd never be the same. Just easier to buy a new one. So hole's the same. I can't remember which one I said I was going to put on this one. One of these teeth has a little bit of chip on it. So I'm going to put this, just because I haven't cut with one like this before, I'm going to put this Black & Decker Piranha. They probably don't make them like this. Probably his blade's probably as old as the saw or older. So my Papaw gave me all this stuff. Doesn't do as much woodworking as he used to. But I bet you I can cut through some wood now a lot easier. Because I know I've been overworking this motor with a dull blade on it. Be my luck, the motor will go bad on this. After putting a new blade on here, should have done this a lot sooner. All right, so left-handed thread, so lefty tighty, righty loosey. Put my gloves back on. Switch that back. Hey, if y'all want, y'all can let the dogs out. If y'all want, y'all can let the dogs out. Are y'all staying outside? I'll let them out in a second. All right, so I'm using half a wrench leverage so that I don't over tighten and put extra muscle on it. And then I might go just an eighth of a turn with full leverage on my wrench. Not even. I'll go 1/16 of an inch. That sucker's tight. I don't know what my timestamp is on getting that blade swapped out, but it's nothing. And we just put this thing back on. So that will go back over the top, like so. And then you just kind of pry that back out and get back in the slot. And then put the Phillips back in the hole. So if you want to see this side of the work, it's not that, it's nothing most people won't be able to figure out. But you can watch the time lapse on it. Like I said, I'll link that. I'll link that in the description. Just make sure you kind of hand tighten all your bolts first. And then, yeah, I got Alice and Amelia. They should be right here. Yeah. And I always have lined up my paint lines or dirt lines or whatever you want to call it. So everything's back where it was before I started. And that is, like you wrote, pretty simple. Going to double check it real quick. Let's see. It works. All right. If y'all enjoyed that video, make sure to leave a subscribe and a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. If I said that right. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. I'm usually pretty quick about getting back to those. Everybody have a great day.